Very pleased today to be joined, despite the inclement weather, by her wonderful family, including her husband Sanjay, her daughter Maya, her son Sean, and we're also pleased that her mother Dinesh and her sister Geeta are here. Join me in welcoming Seema Verma's entire family. My friends, we've come to a critical moment in the life of our nation. 7 years ago this month, the failed law known as Obamacare was signed into law, and it's proved to be a disaster. Its damage to our economy and our people literally grows with every passing year. We've all seen the headlines. Rising premiums, plummeting choices. Obamacare is collapsing and the American people know it. The fact is that Obamacare has failed and Obamacare must go. President Trump has made it clear. He's promised to repeal and replace Obamacare once and for all with a better health care system, one that will benefit the health and well-being of the American people for generations to come. And my friends, we're already in the process of keeping that promise. At this very moment, our administration is pursuing a multi-step strategy to repeal Obamacare and replace it with something that actually works. Step one, we're working with the Congress to pass the American Health Care Act, which begins the process of repealing and replacing Obamacare by ending its taxes and penalties, expanding the use of health savings accounts, and just to name a few of the important reforms that are in it. At the same time, our Secretary of Health and Human Services, Dr. Tom Price, is already taking steps to get government out of the way, to lower prices and increase choices for Americans. And we're working with Congress to pass legislation later this year that will create a dynamic national health insurance marketplace that will make affordable, high-quality health insurance accessible for every American. Allowing Americans to buy health insurance across state lines is an idea whose time has come. At each step of this process, one of President Trump's most important objectives, though, has been to give the freedom and flexibility to states across the country to design health care programs, especially Medicaid, to the unique needs of their most vulnerable citizens. And that's where Seema Verma comes in. President Trump has chosen, frankly, one of the leading experts in America on state-based health care solutions to lead this important agency. Seema's extraordinary record stretches back for over 20 years. After graduating from Johns Hopkins University with a master's degree in public health, she went to work in the great state of Indiana for the Health and Hospital Corporation of Marion County. She also worked at the Association of State and Territorial Health Officials before founding her own healthcare company in 2001. And that's where she's really made her mark across the country. In my home state of Indiana, she helped design the much heralded Healthy Indiana Plan 2.0. in 2015. Today, Indiana's program is leading the nation with its emphasis on personal responsibility and effective care for people who need it most. And beyond Indiana, she's helped states like Iowa, Ohio, Kentucky, and Michigan seek to update their programs to better reflect the unique needs of those states. Seema, President Trump has now asked you to bring your expertise to Washington, D.C. As administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. We're confident that you'll help restore healthcare decision-making to the states and in the process, help make the best healthcare system in the world even better. And frankly, as a fellow Hoosier, I couldn't be more proud. Given your strong record of leadership, experience, and compassion, I can say with full confidence, along with the President, that we know you will rise to the challenge to help make American healthcare great again. And so, on behalf of President Trump, it's my great privilege to administer to you the oath of office. If you please step to the right, place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Seema Verma, do solemnly swear.
I, Seema Verma, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
Of the office upon which I am about to enter.
And the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce the Administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Seema Verma.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank my family for being here tonight, or today. Their flight was canceled last night, and they drove through the snowstorm just to be here with me, so I'm very, very grateful. I am humbled and honored to be here today and to have the opportunity to serve as the CMS Administrator. I'm grateful and appreciative of President Trump, not only for asking me to be the administrator, but for putting together an incredibly talented group of individuals that he's brought from the private sector into government service, people like Dr. Tom Price, and I am proud to be a part of this team. And thank you to my good friend, Vice President Pence, for believing in me, and for all of your support these past years. Your leadership in Indiana is paving the way for all states and the future of healthcare in America. So thank you. And thanks to all of you that have been involved in my confirmation process. Many of you have gone above and beyond to help me navigate the process, and I am so grateful for your support. Today, our healthcare stands at a crossroads, and we have no choice but to fix our healthcare system. Under President Trump's leadership and vision, we finally have an incredible opportunity to move our healthcare system into one that puts Americans in charge of their healthcare and will ensure that all Americans have access to quality healthcare that they can afford. I am honored to be a part of this critical effort. We have so much work to get done, and I can't wait to begin. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.